friends, we are in week 8 of our art projects and we're only 2 weeks till the end of the school year. I can't believe it. It's crazy. It's coming up so fast. And I hope that you have been enjoying these projects. I've certainly enjoyed getting to make them and put them together for all of you. And I've really enjoyed seeing all of your beautiful work. This week we're going to be doing this project called Write On. So you're going to need to go to your art packet and find this. It's a half sheet of yellow paper that says week 8 Write On, and then just behind it is 2 of these pieces of paper that have like a frame. Okay? You can rip that cover right off and recycle it because you won't need it anymore. This project is super simple, and so I'm going to kind of talk through it and just kind of fast forward some of it so you guys can really just see visual. Super simple. I really wanted to keep it easy for you guys because we're getting towards the end. I know it's hard to continue doing your work, and so I wanted to make it easy for you guys to do your work, but also fun and still educational, and lots of beautiful creative colors and things you can do with it. So here's how it's done. Alright, so to start this project you're going to need a pencil and either colored pencils, markers, or crayons, and I'm going to be using markers. First step is to add 4 lines that go from one side of the paper to the other, okay? They don't have to be level, which means straight. They can be a little slanty or diagonal, okay? So they need to go from one long side to the other long side. 4 of them. 4. Okay, here we go. I'm first going to do it in pencil so that if I mess up, I can just erase. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 4 lines. Now I'm going to go over with the marker that I want. Alright. So now that I have my 4 lines, you have 5 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. So you're going to add enough writing to fill the entire page. You can write anything you want that is kind and of course CCA appropriate. Try to find a phrase that is 5 to 8 words long. And it might be good to write it with a pencil first so that you can get your spacing correct, okay? Alright, so I decided to write, where there's God, there's hope. You guys can write anything you want. If you have trouble, you can just search 5-word quotes, and it'll come up with obviously a bunch of words that are quotes that are 5 words. But I think probably 8 is going to be your max words on this. Unless they're really short words and you can fit 2 on each section, I guess you could get 10 words in. So do your best, and that's why you need to do it with a pencil first so you can space it out. So here's how you're going to write. I know it's a little upside down for you guys, so I'll flip it over when I'm done. But you're going to write your words so that the top of each letter, I'll do it like this, the top of each letter touches the line, and then the bottom touches this line. So of each letter, and of course that means some of your letters will be smaller and some will be larger. So for this section, the top of the letter will touch here, the bottom of each letter will touch here. Let me show you. So, where there's God, there's hope. So, W-H. And you can choose to do capital and lowercase. I think I'm actually going to switch my H to a capital because it's the only lowercase letter here. And I didn't space this out correctly, so my first letter is a little squished. But so you can see my first word is squished because the E doesn't really fit on. But you can see the example of how each letter at the top touches this line and the bottom touches this line, okay? So I'm going to finish my words and I'm going to try to space them out better, and I'll show you what it looks like when they're done, okay? God, there's hope, and I kind of mixed capital and lowercase letters just to make it interesting and fun. It says art doesn't have to be perfectly grammatically correct. But do try to spell your words correctly. So obviously this first word was squished, but the rest of my words fit pretty good. And as you can see, for each letter, the top touches the top line and the bottom touches the bottom line. So for the O, at the top of the O touches here and the bottom touches here for each letter. And that's going to make your project way more interesting if you follow this direction, because then some of your letters will be small and some will be big, and it'll put the emphasis on certain lines that have bigger sections. So these sections are all smaller, but this God section is bigger. Okay? So once you do that, then you're going to color each letter with your crayon, marker, colored pencil. So you're gonna outline each letter. Yep, outline each letter. So you can do it in rainbow colors, you can do it, alternating colors, you can do it however you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and trace my letters, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. With marker. And then if you have any lines that are showing, unfortunately all of my lines are showing through the marker, but I'm just going to erase some of the sections so that this video is not 3 days long. But go over if you can still see the pencil through the marker and just erase it. But I'm not going to erase all of it, just kind of some of the worst sections. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, this video will be super long. So now that all of my sections are outlined, I'm going to go ahead and add a striped pattern to some of the areas with my markers. Let me show you what I mean. Some of these areas have a lot more room on here, and I'm going to add some cute little stripe patterns. You can do anything you want though. So I'm going to get this red marker, red. And I'm just going to do some stripes in here like this. You guys can do anything you want. Of course, you have little creative freedom. You can do any sorts of stripes, any color stripes. You don't have to do stripes if you don't want to, but I'm going to add them in because I think that they look pretty good. Alright, so I added some striped details to some of my sections, alright, and now I'm just going to go ahead and color the whole thing in. So I'm actually going to use crayons to color it in, and I'm going to use a variety of light and dark so it looks super interesting, and then I'll show you guys at the end. So you kind of just created yourself a little quote coloring page, and now you're just going to color it however you want to, whatever colors you want to. So I will color it in, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. sign your name at the bottom if you want to. You can make a little artist signature or just write your name at the bottom, whatever you want. Well guys, here is my finished product. If I can get it, here we go. This is a really simple activity, but I thought it was just fun to get you guys to kind of know that you can combine any type of art with writing and literature and stuff like that. And it's just kind of cool because if you do it really well, it'd be like a really pretty art piece for your bedroom wall. I am so proud of you guys for just sticking through this distance learning. I know it's difficult, and I know the sun is shining, and it's so tempting to just kind of forget about our work and keep going. For me too, guys, but keep pushing through. We're almost finished, 2 more weeks. This is your second to last video from me. Next week will be our very last project together. But I know you guys are just hopefully enjoying this. Keep getting your artwork in when we have contests and stuff. That's for 4th and 5th grade, sorry 3rd grade. But yeah, don't forget to turn in your project on Google Classroom, or if you're in 3rd grade, you feel free to send it to me if you want to. Have a good time making this, guys, and have a good rest of your week. Bye.